I have never seen that matchup. I have no idea how IO mid versus
I mean, it
mid
could just be
goes.
Fly playing the mid Ursa, because then you've got that melee hero matchup where you can kind of to capitalize on Ursa. I don't think Ursa actually wins matchup.
But then Zai probably comes mid on the Venomancer.
They're not picking their heroes. They're like waiting for the last second to try and mind game.
JT's Wind Ranger, so it's offlane Wind Ranger.
Offlane Wind Ranger.
And Fly Ursa, but I'm not going to say safe lane or mid or whatever. It's Fly playing that hero. Well, they're not playing its support.
You're happy with that. Doesn't mean you're going for IG.
Yeah.
These carry players, man, some of them need to practice their IO. We had Quincy Cruz, same thing. You know, you are like, I don't play IO. But
Quinn
don't worry,
stepped up.
I'm a mid. I'll do what's needed.
And it wasn't like flawless, and yet they still won. Yeah. So give me IG. I refuse to compromise on the fact that core IO is broken.
We've heard multiple players actually say in their interviews that core IO is a broken hero. So I feel also inclined to go with the core IO, aka IG. Even though the Alchemist, Parker, the Alchemist on the side of Secret is a strong one, and it's the NA player. Does that mean you're going to Secret?
I wasn't going to say Secret, but you're very convincing here. So keep Secret out of this game. Thank you for they're copying and stress, so clearly Secret has got this game.
What needs to go well for Secret? Do they need to end early? Is that the key? What you mentioned earlier is to tell me that they just have to end before IO gets to hard?
Yeah, but I don't even think they can do that that well. They don't have that great structure. So I think I don't know what the plan is for Secret. How do you win this game? You said
get farmed out, just hit Alchemist time, you know, and then control Roshan.
For battle.
They're playing on Radiant, right? So they're gonna have better Rosh control.
But
so
it's against an Ursa.
Oh, but I mean, they're gonna have to control around the Rosh.
Okay,
they've got the heroes who can take. It's not about what heroes on.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Get ahead, get your Alchemist timings right, and win the game. That seems to be the road for Team Secret on the other side. Core IO, OP. Let's see how this first game is going to play out together with B-Cup and Black.
Thank you very much, Shiver. We're coming into this first game. Secret IG, Core IO. Where it's going to go, we'll find out. At Emo and Fly, they do swap lanes quite often, especially with like Morphling. Both of them play that hero. They'll swap every now and then. They're both pretty proficient in both the safe lane as well as mid. So it'll be interesting to see where they put this matchup. Anywhere you want to see the IO?
Definitely not middle against Kunkka. It's a pretty bad matchup. I think Ursa does a lot better there. Let's check the items. Yep, it's a mid Ursa. It's safe lane IO. I liked it a whole lot better because they also dodged it bad. Oh, they put Venomancer middle. Maybe? Possibly? Who's mind gaming who here? Now Veno is moving towards the bot lane. So it is going to be that good Ursa against Kunkka matchup. And IO against Alchemist, or potentially a tri-lane even. They put the Veno in the bad lane. Not a fan.
Calling for that Kunkka too, by the way, for Secret, and you ended up getting that. You called it like right as they picked it.
That's why I'm a professional analyst. That's why I have, or this is rather, that's why you have
now.
me with you. Because, you know,
I
might not be good at many things, but Dota, whew, I'm so good at Dota. Insane, dude.
Me too. Sure.
Yeah.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Don't check up on that. Ooh,
top lane.
Two-man stun come out from Kunkka. A lot of damage being done by onto Yaptor.
Help.
Ooh. Him and Ollie just kind of skirting away on that. Already forced to salve up in the first minute. That is really rough to deal with. It's a try-me-try. You really don't see that this often, and I'm excited to see it.
It's kind of weird. Alchemist is pretty strong in tri-lanes, so it's Tusk. CM also with that Nova ability. So I think Secret should be winning this.
It is you.
Secret should also have the upper hand. Kunkka against melee heroes generally is pretty damn strong. The only lane where maybe IG can win is bottom lane. See how they recover from these lanes, because Ursa's not a hero that can gank, right? Like, he's playing the carry role from the mid lane, so you don't expect many rotations from him. Dropping very low here on Ursa.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Really rough for Fly already, and like you said, he's trying to stay stationary in that lane. I don't know if he's necessarily playing in the one like full farm priority because you usually see like the IO kind of take over right in the safe lane. So is there any way that he changes his item build? Like, would there be any way that he can change his item build, or does it really have to be just that one position item build, regardless of the fact that he's over mid?
We'll have to see what he's gonna go for. I mean, there is ways you can go for less greedy item build, like phase boots, blink BKB or blink bash or something like that. It's just we always see this battle fury on Ursa. Don't think he's gonna stray away
Step
from that.
lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Days of phase boots abyssal on Ursa.
Yeah, and don't miss them.
Aggression.
Those were stupid days.
It always was so quick just to have that phase abyssal jump, and it was so difficult to deal with.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it come back just a little bit, not all the time.
Just sometimes.
You were hoping also for a mid line. I know you've been playing that a lot. It's not happening here. It's the Ursa mid, but I've been excited to see what they can do with it.
Your
One day
admiral is on board.
I don't know, man. I thought many times it could happen. I'm disappointed every time. A man can only take that much disappointment, you know? Falls hard to the dark side.
Getting another salve ship down.
Can it pound
Good word there from Yapzor.
Step lively now.
Oh, yeah.
Your admiral is on
Really
board.
having a tough time kind of standing and banging there. But first blood's going to be drawn there. Emo getting credit for it, taking out Puppy as there was a rotation over towards mid from the top. So that leaves it a 3v2. They get an opportunity. However, now they might be able to get a kill here over mid. The charts are perfectly placed. The Yapzor in trouble still, though. Taking a lot of damage here and will fall to Firefly. The big is there as Puppy TP's mid. Cleve almost kills Taka. Gosh.
Hello.
Just so much damage. It took down like 250 health from him.
Step lively
yeah,
now.
they had to be
Your
very
admiral
careful
is
here.
on board.
Gets a good trade on the Ursa. Well, a decent trade. I guess he was very low anyway, so he just wouldn't come back to the lane with full health and mana. Tumba's having a very free time, but Tumba, man.
Yeah, out taking a lot of damage. Meanwhile, bottom, they're going after Zai. Trying to choose onto this Venomancer and get the kill in the bottom lane, and JT will get credit for that. Out struggling a little bit, but they might be able to get the kill here onto the Abaddon, and they will. Puppy getting another kill as he takes out
This'll be like old times in here.
A lot of pressure coming out here on this IO lane. You don't want to give him free farm, but he's still ahead of the Alchemist in net worth. So even though you're trying to pressure him with 3 heroes, it's not really working out yet. He has the Helm of Iron Will now, 5 health region from that. He's gonna be able to sustain himself in this lane quite easily. And bot lane is just gonna get harder. Wind Ranger almost has a Javelin, almost level 6. That means Venomancer is a very easy kill.
Mid to go after the Kunkka. Great rotations coming out from Taka. He's been all over the map so far. Helped get a kill over bottom, goes over mid. They get a kill there on Anisha. And that's really alleviating the pressure that's on Firefly to really perform quite well over mid.
Yeah, that's the power of the Ursa. He might not be the best laner 1v1, but if there's a rotation, the Fury swipe attacks end up very quickly in damage. Kunkka was a free kill. No problem for them.
So right now things going well for IG, and it's a good spot to be in up against an Alchemist lineup, that's for sure. Is there anything different you want to see from Secret at the moment? Because IG right now, they're rotating great. And I have to say that JT trying to get a solo kill, lands the shackle right on it with a power shot and off the focus fire. JT just an easy kill over bottom, solo kill over bottom, and that's going to keep the lane pretty clean and easy for him.
Yeah, it's not gonna get easier. As I said, as soon as the Javelin's up, level 6 is up, this Venom is a pretty free kill. Shows it right there. Easy pickup for him.
Tusk might be in trouble too. He's got shards maybe to get some distance and a snowball to the high ground. That's well done. But the neutrals, okay. Stays alive, and now Firefly walking into the hands of a tough man as well. Puppy realizes that they're there and backs off of it.
Do you see a combo play? He knows about the creeps to get vision, and then he managed to snowball up there because of it. Really good foresight play by Puppy here. Fly.
Shards and return. Fly now surrounded by 4 heroes. He's supposed to pop that ult. He's trying to fight back the snowball to extend the time. Monocule does nothing inside. Will take out Fly. 4 heroes though to get that from the Ursa. That's leaving JT wide open. You You've got Wisp continuing to just farm away. Hero's got himself a pretty clean lane at the moment, so a lot of rotations for Secret, but well worth it when you can kill the Ursa.
Kumba TPing bottom. He couldn't really take the pressure from the IO anymore, but he's TPing into a lane of a level 7, soon to be 8 Wind Ranger, who's now getting mana.
middle tower is
Potentially
under
enough to try to get for the solo kill here, but reaches level 6 on the Alchemist, so should
Radiant's
be fine
top
unless
tower is
Kaka
under
finds a good
attack.
hex. Yapzor? Ooh. They saw it in water.
Observer.
Should get
Yeah.
dewatered momentarily. But Kaka out of position.
Got two-man stun. Focus fire right onto the Crystal Maiden. They got the shackle of the snowball. That will save the Crystal Maiden. They go after the Windrunner. Power shot missing. But Puppy's still going to die here to JT. They've also brought over the Abaddon. Ali trying to keep alive his allies here, and he's done just that. They get a kill. They're all right for now on IG.
Yeah, Secret's clearing their focus. Like they were focusing the Lion, but then they were like, oh, the Wind Ranger's killing my CM. They went all in on the Wind Ranger suddenly and just ignored the Lion, and they get no kill and lose a CM. So another bad trade for Secret here. IG playing pretty damn well. Io already finished his Dominator. Now it's just gonna retreat to the jungle and start a slash farming. So many stacks.
This
Almost
is
as
the
good
best
as
part of watching IO.
Balls.
I know people don't get as excited as I do, but stacking and farming, I play a lot of 5 position. When I'm able to stack for my carries and watch this efficiency, that's the best part for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm...
I mean, especially with Io, like every time the balls touch the creeps, like the sound is so nice. I don't know if you ever heard that, but it's a very
Your
satisfying
sound
sound.
effects are always on.
So Ursa,
I think what we really
Dire's
need
middle
is...
tower is
Ooh,
under attack. Radiant's bottom
Nothing.
tower is under
we need
attack.
nothing. Okay. Now what do we really need, Beacop? Please tell me.
I
Let's
was
walk
going
up
to say,
here.
a voice
Fast. A voice pack
Your
for me,
voice
yes.
pack.
In fact, Valve has already contacted me. Currently in production.
All right.
Stay hyped.
Radiant's bottom tower
And stay
is
hydrated,
under
guys.
attack.
Finger
Dire's
online.
middle tower
Wind Ranger.
is
Oh,
under
they might be
attack.
finding the Alchemist here. They saw one at the ward, but he's pretty tanky. But not really.
Need to catch him away from his team. Got some help over mid. I don't know if they'll kill him quick enough.
Radiant's bottom tower
They know
is under
exactly
attack.
where he is. The question is, can they move in?
Go right now.
Level 6, they have the finger, so there's a
Finger.
possibility that they can get the hex. The finger available to finish off the jump man. And they are just diving into the jungle, knowing where he's at. The vision's there. Yapzor now. Let's see if he can survive. Goes into the snowball, hits on it too. They look over at the Lion.
Radiant's
Kaka falls
bottom
over to
tower is
Nisha.
under attack.
1-for-1 trade that could have gotten worse for Secret.
JT
Dire are
relocating the
scanning.
Wind Ranger out. I like
Radiant's
the item
bottom
adjustment
tower
here from
is under
Fly.
attack.
Bumka. Be careful, there's a blow damage potentially here. Ollie from the side.
Ooh, they're trying to chase. Ollie trying to get in front of the baby body block. There's 3 heroes here for Secret.
But
though.
he's
He
just
doesn't
feeding.
have that level 6, so he's just dead.
Dire's courier has been killed.
All right.
Radiant's middle tower
Step
is
line.
I'm
under
not sure what they were
attack.
thinking
Your
there.
admiral is
Just
on
running
board.
into 3 heroes because they had vision on them. Yeah. Happens sometimes, you know? Think you're really
Odd
strong,
decision.
you're not, then you get good. Trouble at high school.
Illusion.
Good old days, man. Good old days.
What were you saying about the Ursa? You like the change in his build. What about it? Are you gonna... Now he's going to the Basher. He had the Asha queued up before.
I
Is he
like
doing
it.
Phase Abyssal?
Step lively now.
Maybe.
Your admiral is
Possibly.
on board.
Maybe Bash up Link. We'll have to see. Bash up can be
Dire's
also a
middle
possibility.
tower is
And I
under
like it
attack.
in regards of his lineup that he's playing with, because Wind Ranger and Io are quite greedy, but he might just be falling flat. Like if he dies a couple more times, there's no way to come back into the game. No battlefield this time.
Dire's structures are
You rely on
fortified.
having a good game. Can't afford to die.
Radiant's top tower is under
Mid
attack.
tower.
Look at the farm for
Dire's
Nemo.
middle tower is under attack.
Tower gonna drop over mid.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Alchemist farming gives really big stack.
Radiant are scanning.
So he's gonna be having a good golden fusion here. Battlefield is gonna be online as well. A bit slower than the time that we usually see, around 10 minutes.
Radiant
Gonna be at
structures
around
are
11:30 for him.
fortified.
But still
Radiant's
decent
bottom
enough.
tower is under attack.
Considering we just
Dire's
saw it
middle
in
tower
battle.
is
Your
under
admiral
attack.
is on board.
This is definitely not the fastest of the day.
And in this small downtime, I would like to ask you, what
Dire's top
concert
tower
just cost
is under
45
attack.
cents? Because I've been a little low on money lately. You know?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Radiant's
attack.
bottom
It costs 45 cents. It's not the... I don't know.
One featuring Nickelback and 50 Cent.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So I had some of that in my
Dire's
head. I couldn't think
structures
of the
are
Nickelback part. Alright. Do you look these up, or is this like in the Rolodex that you've got going on in your mind?
I looked them up a while ago, but I memorized most of them now.
Dire's top
Mid-action,
tower is falling.
walking a lot of damage.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
yeah.
is under attack.
Hawkeye over to the side. He's spotted by a Plague Ward, so they know where the Lion is. If he's able to make a way or a movement into potentially get a stun into a Hex, they could
Dire's
have fought
top
there,
tower
but
is
he
under
decides
attack.
to just back off. It's only a 1k lead here, a 1k gold lead here for Secret, and it was kind of close between the IO and the Alchemist. Alchemist starting to get some space and really
Radiant's bottom
pull
tower
away
is under
from
attack.
the rest of the pack.
Yeah, but I've seen this so many times when Alchemist, you know, has a somewhat slow start, but then he's just unchecked for about 4 or 5 minutes. Suddenly, 15k net worth. Saint Joshua online, and the enemy carry is just trailing behind really far. And I'm a little bit scared. This game might be a similar scenario because they're not trying to invade the triangle of Secret at all.
They haven't just yet. You'd
As I
like
say
to
that,
expect
though.
that they will.
He has been unsmoked. Alchemist popped ult as well. I don't think
Radiant's
they have damage to
bottom
kill him.
tower is under attack.
They know they don't.
Especially now with the Crystal Maiden there, they need to back off. The Absol is actually cutting off the path. Hawkeye needs to be careful. Go for
Just
the TP
TP out.
spotted no
Not this
snowball, stopping the TP. All those punches there,
Radiant's
and they'll
middle
end the
tower
kill
is
on
under
Akaka.
attack.
Well done by Secret to cut him off the path. Meanwhile, mid, in over to try and get a kill here on the Emo. He's forced to tether away, and he's
the
going to
creep.
lose that hell there.
Radiant's
a lot of
bottom
gold
tower
for the
is
Alchemist
under
there as well.
attack.
Oh, Io just relocating back to heal up mana and health.
Invisibility.
Why not? And he finishes Agram Scepter already.
Secret. Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's going to be enough to really turn this around. He's relocating to a man. Tether over on the Abaddon. Pulling back with the X as well as the boat. Torrent landing, in trouble. He's getting quite low. Looking for the first. Ursus is in on this, but it's not looking good for Flyby. They get the card above. He's ending up a 1-for-1. Just a 1-for-1 for now. The Secret. They might get another one on Ollie as he tries to run away from Zai, who ends up getting hit with the Earth Spike from Kaka. I can turn this around, and they will with the finger. So Kaka, that kill on Zai. Secret getting a little bit too deep, and they've got the Shackle to follow it up, but something that would have been too far, and now here comes Wi-Fi, but they don't have an opening. Start out from Kaka, landing on a 2. Yapzor has got Matu to follow. IG, that fight did not look like it was theirs to take, and all of a sudden, well, they come out ahead.
It looks so bad with the Io just randomly relocating out. All 5 heroes of Secret are there,
Dire's
killing him
top
immediately,
tower is
and then
under
someone win
attack.
that fight 4v5. I mean, it also helped that Io picked up the Agram Scepter just before and hit everybody with about 15
This'll come in
balls.
handy.
But yeah, I did not expect him to win that fight. Couple of mistakes here from Secret at the end there.
A couple of mistakes for sure for Secret. One of the things I really want to note too is the fact that Kaka, he's really starting to find his form the later we've gone in this tournament. They've given him some of his comfort heroes like the Shadow Shaman, as well as the Lion and the Phoenix, and he's
Radiant's
certainly
middle
felt like
tower
a
is
much
under
bigger
attack.
presence since then. I mean,
Radiant
that double
structures
Earth Spike
are
there,
fortified.
stunts have been on point. He's really doing a good job so far on this Lion. He actually leads all three groups in terms of net worth too. Going forward, there's the Hex as well as the Shackle shot that lands for the tree. He followed it up with an Earth Spike, but back with the Hex, so they'll be
Radiant's
okay.
middle
They'll take up the tier
tower
1
has
tower mid, and IG, 16 minutes into the game in an Alch game, they have a little bit of a net worth lead, and of course, as I finish that sentence, jumps the other way.
Might be selective memory here, but I don't remember Haka being on another hero than Shadow Shaman and Lion for like the past, I don't know, 10 games or so. Am I wrong there, or?
He's really performing quite well. He's definitely played Phoenix.
He has, hasn't he? Yeah, so it must be a case of selective memory, just like when I cry about not getting my runes. All selective memory, guys. Life is not actually that bad. Fields, good man. Gotta be positive, Snuck Up. Always gotta be positive.
PMA. Works in your
PMA.
clubs and it works in your life. Miles in the chat.
Dire are scanning.
Yep.
So you see that the out has the top of the network. That's great. Out, that's fine. The spread though doesn't feel that good. And then you look at what's next. It's 3 heroes on the side of IG.
Smoking into
and
Roshan.
They're sharing the map pretty well.
They're making space. Probably gonna
By that snowball coming in, they get the kill to JT. They look over at Ollie. Fortunate that he gets caught out. No, not gonna land.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
That leaves the Aegis available for IG to take. So JT sacrifices himself, but that's an Aegis for IG.
Pretty advanced play. I mean, it was all calculated, obviously. Like, best case scenario, he was trying to TP out is that he gets out, of course, but it was a well worth sacrifice. That Roshan, that Aegis, can easily go into the hands of Secret 2 if they manage to win a team fight. So, good job.
Your admiral is on
Well done
board.
by them. They have one Heaven's Halberd, almost 2 Heaven's Halberds up. It's gonna make it quite tough for the Ursa to really take these team fights until he gets his BKB.
Right, and I was going to ask about that. Do you think it, like, obviously it's worth it to have both Heaven's Halberds in terms of countering this Ursa, but do you want your out building into the Heaven's Halberd? Would you have rather him use that
Lively
farm
now.
for something
Your
else?
admiral is on board.
It might be a tough call. Like, they are gonna have a very strong mid-game timing because of those Heaven's Halberds. But if that doesn't pay off, then their like late-game timings will come quite a bit later, unfortunately. And it's not gonna be easy to fight this
Dire's
Io
top
at
tower
all. Like,
is
he is
under
very
attack.
strong at this point. He has an Aegis on a good pace to his BKB. It's gonna be a big problem.
Dagger looking for the right positioning. Get in there, find a good
They're just
Well,
waiting for the
that
BKBs right
spike.
now. BKB on Windrunner, Ranger, 200 gold away. Emo still needs about 1500 for his. But he's happy to fight regardless, I'd say. Because he has 1900 health, is an Aegis,
Radiant
food,
are scanning.
he's ready
Is
to
on
fight.
board.
Wind Ranger,
Radiant's
now
bottom
he's ready to
tower
fight too.
is under
Need to.
attack.
Oh, knee shadow? No,
chased and just won't catch him. JT, he's looking MKB.
Your admiral is on board.
JT can all of a sudden become that big damage dealer from the side that I don't know if Secret are going to be expecting all too much. His farm game has been pretty on point. He's keeping up with Nisha at the moment.
that's why Ursa is going for the non-greedy route. Because they have 2 cores, namely
Well, he's
Io
on board.
and Wind Ranger, that are pretty greedy themselves. And that's why I said I like the adjustment of that Ursa.
Yeah, they really haven't had anybody really take over the map too much in terms of like, you got nowhere else to farm if you're the other cores. Sometimes you see that, especially with like an Alchemist, where he'll take over the entirety of the map, farm, he'll be at the top, but the rest of the team really doesn't get much of the map at all, where I do right now. Well, they land the shackle, they're gonna follow it up with the stun as well as the finger. They got the Hex onto Nisha, he's in trouble, snowball stage, and keep this hunger alive. It's not looking likely, they'll get the gun on each other, covering after it, and Cross is not long for this world. Then have a snowball to save himself this time, and it's 2 heroes down to the side of Secret.
Yep. Pretty easy setup here. Good shackle by JT. Follow up by Hex. And that is just why Lion is such a deadly hero. Like, he disables the hero
Dire
for so
are
long.
scanning.
2.6 seconds on the Earth Spike and 3.5 seconds on the Hex. Gives all your cores so much time to lay in the pain.
I don't think he got the finger stack on that though, but the damage being done by Kaka when they're going after these heroes is, yeah, it's only still 2. Could have been 3 there, but a good save. It just wasn't enough from Zor to Kunkka alive.
And now this game is gonna get really scary. 2 BKB timings up
Yep.
on JT, on Io.
They find Ollie trying to stay alive, borrows time, taking up the slug. He's got to wear as high as he can. Ollie get through there, but build some space.
Or like getting volleyed. Oh man, I'm not making myself laugh.
Code coming in, they're gonna try and get a kill here on Emo. He's all by himself for the moment. just trying to maybe use that Aegis and get this team secret as close on him as possible to turn this around with the help of reinforcements. They've done just that to get a kill on a Zai. Yeah, they've used that Aegis, but they don't have time left on it anyway. They're going to relocate right into a turret. They don't get anything out of this just yet. Tusk as well as Misha are going to back off. Puppy, Earthfire landed. They stopped the TP. Well done by Kaka. They'll get themselves a second. Kaka on fire right now. JT with the double kill. He's got a killing spree. Oh, I was fucking you up, dude. All right. BKB. Nobody saw that. Close your eyes, avert your attention from the screen in front of you.
Radiant's
You have
bottom
not
tower
seen
is under attack.
10 second BKB accidentally get used.
Yeah, eyes don't exist when these mistakes happen. Wait, who was it that used the BKB? JT? Well, we all know about the infamous Chinese BKB. Just gotta make sure it works.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Now he
under
knows it
attack.
does. It does, yes. He shined golden.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Able to pick up the Alchemist here. Balls, but they don't slow
Spirit
anymore.
touches.
So.
BKB.
What's up, B-Cup? How can I help you? You look a bit flustered.
I'm flustered. I'm stressed. That BKB usage it really. I'm not even playing, and that kind of hit me in the gut.
It's okay. It's already back off cooldown. Just lost 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second is 1 second.
No, BKB starts with 9 seconds. I don't know what you're talking about. This is how it came.
10.
It was used.
Maybe your game is a bit broken. I'm not sure. Are you trying to defend him, B-Cup? Huh? What are you trying to do?
Dire's
I
top
am
tower
definitely
is under attack.
I'm trying to defend that.
That just happens, you know, sometimes. You get too excited, you try to switch item slots, and then it just happens.
Yeah.
Your admiral is on
Save this Alchemist. Maybe pop my emo. They're gonna go after this Urza. First punch as he's in range. They'll get the Gunny Absor and trying to get a stun out. Maybe turn this around. They use the buyback on Tusk. They jump in, relocate. Send them away. JT. They'll get the killing freezing field. He gets credit for that one.
They went all in on the Elk. Only brought him down to half. Good snowball save here by Yapsor. And after that, Chemical Rage is punched. He just goes back to full. It's very similar to like a Timbersaw or something like that. You go all in on a hero like that, you don't kill him, fight is pretty much lost.
Radiant's
They
top
end up
tower
having to
is
expend
under
the
attack.
buyback on Tusk at least, so it's a small victory for them, but they do lose an important Wind Ranger.
And it was, you know, he does use the buyback on the Tusk, but he ends up saving his Alk, which is the most important part. That snowball save, now you're starting to feel the ability of that snowball save where, yeah, they can keep up with it before and they can get that kill earlier in the game. But they're not so
Radiant are
fortunate. That
scanning.
snowball save was enough to keep Alk alive.
Yeah, but Yapsor is falling really far behind in terms of network. 1700 gold away from a blink. He went for the Falcon Blade.
Got it.
Yeah, he's having less net worth than the enemy plus 5. Which is a little bit concerning, because you're kind of the guy that's supposed to initiate with the Blink Dagger.
Not gonna happen for a long time.
Indeed. Closing in
best
at
feeling.
MKB. There's a lot of damage potential coming out here. Alchemist?
Mutumba man, he's spotted, but go the other way with this. It doesn't look likely that IG want to exactly make the jump. I'm not sure they have vision, but he can know if anybody's behind him. They can't make that jump just yet.
Yeah, he's a little bit too tanky, sitting at 2.7k health. Once that Chemical Rage is popped, health region will go up to like 150. Way too scary to fight into. Fly, almost done with his BKB. 300 gold away from it. That's a go time for IG. Roshan will also spawn 30 seconds, so that's going to be perfect timing for IG to take a fight, potentially take a Roshan.
Next fight going to be, you know, the victor taking Roche, which can certainly change the perception of this game. Right now, I know that you've got Alk at the top of the net worth for Secret, but IG, I would say, feel a little bit more in control of this one. Not by a lot. I would say it's probably like 55-45 at the moment in terms of favoring IG. We'll see how they fight this, and oh wow,
City time.
82-18.
Dire
Yep,
are
IO
scanning.
level 20 plus Kaya Sage. It's gonna be a ton of damage coming out from those balls. Like, they were tiny balls before, but now they're huge balls, and they're gonna really hurt.
The smoke, let's see if they can make something of this. Like you said, next fight winner is going to be the one getting Roche. Side spotted, there's the hands with the Earth Spike. With a bow. That'll hit onto the Earth. Alchemist going in, but full step onto the low ground, so Fly is safe for now. The Supplement's still trying to go in. Looks over at Emo, who pops the BKB. The Shackle's not going to connect to a tree. Power shot over is a big win. BKB not available on Emo, though. I'm not sure the same Roche, and they fought back on Zai anyway, so Secret know the importance of this Roche, and knowing that it's probably IG's game plan, they're going to stick nearby.
Yeah, it's just too much HP on the IG side. I don't know where the damage is going to come from. I don't think Alchemist has enough damage to take them down. He's only hitting for 200, but he's sitting at what? 2.7k health on the Ursa. He is enraged. Io sitting at 2.7k. He also has a lot of health regen. It's going to be so tough for them to really kill anyone of IG. So much save coming from the Abaddon, from the Io, so much sustain. And they're moving into the Roche pit? Really? This is so risky.
This is a risky play that I think they feel that they need. Power shot already spotted, so the question is, do they want to stick with this? They're relocating. Aren't going to block this. So he's tethered over on the Earth. They're going to look over the top of it. They're going to onto the crystal gate. They've done a lot of damage on the Holly. Silence up. You've used that essence ring. Snowball onto the high ground, chasing over after Santa. And got the stun to get the kill. They'll take out one. The Phoenix Shield on the other side of the fight. Fly focuses his attention on the Yasuo. He uses that Walrus Punch to put him up in the air. He's not going to be able to take himself. So far, Zai right into the hands of
no buyback.
Back in the previous engagement. So now 75 seconds without this Venomancer. They'll look over at Puppey. Up this Ursa for a moment, but it's not looking likely that Puppey survives. He'll fall to Emo. And that's 3 dead on Secret. IG step in a row now.
And they're only going to get more tanky, and damage output is not going to get a lot higher. That's not going to scale very well. It's all on the Alchemist, and he just doesn't have the damage by himself to kill all these heroes. Like, good job, you killed a lion, but that's all you got. You bought back, and then what? How do you kill any of these cores?
Dire's middle
I'll
tower
be taking
is
and
under
soaking
attack.
up a lot of that damage, and this is
Radiant
really,
are
I
scanning.
would say, even just a bit
Radiant's
of a
top
high
tower
IQ
is
play there
under
from
attack.
Taka to get into the high ground and drop
Radiant
the Tumbleman as well as
structures
Yasuo
are
away from the fight, whether they like it or not. You see IG take advantage of that, getting the kill on Yasuo. They don't find the Tumbleman, but they
Radiant's top
die.
tower has fallen.
And we said the fight secures Roche, and that's exactly what it did. They've got themselves Aegis and Cheese.
Alright, just look at the gold difference. It only says 2,000, which is already pretty good against an Alchemist, but it feels like 10, 15k at this point, simply because
Right.
I don't know how they killed them. I really don't. I don't know where their damage is gonna come from. They can't just magically make it appear. Maybe the Swift Blink is gonna change something, but this Venomancer is just dying fight after fight. He bought back, died back. Same with Yapzor. There's just no items coming out for them.
Step
Radiant's
lively
top
now.
tower
Your
is
admiral
under
is on
attack.
board.
Yeah, Zai got that Spirit Vessel at a pretty decent timing, and that was like the highlight of the game for him. He hasn't really done much since then. And
Sweet.
I'm not really sure what I expect him to do from this point on, and that's unfortunate. He's going for a halberd. They're trying to continue to disarm this Ursa as much as they can, but
Radiant's top tower is
not enough.
under attack.
Makes you wonder, is he really the problem? Because it really feels like this Io and this Wind Ranger are causing just as many problems, if not more. Ursa is a pretty damn good distraction, and so is Lion. Like, they have to choose
Radiant's
between
top tower
the targets,
has
and they
fallen.
just, you know, maybe they can kill one guy, but there's still 3 more to worry about.
turning into a 4K lead, and looking for that heart.
Oh, man. Once that heart is
for that
online,
5 as quickly as he can.
oh, that's just going to be a permanent 200 health region on the target he's tethered to and himself. Absolutely disgusting. I don't think there's many more power spikes in Dota than this hard on IO, or many stronger power spikes, I'd say. Like, this is one ridiculous one.
And he's almost got it, so it's really going to be a point where Secret are probably backs to the wall.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
This time done.
But if this is going to be thrown at Ollie, it's going to be enough. They've got heroes nearby where maybe IG can come over. They've got a 4-staff available, so he's not even dead.
Just popped the time, relocate out as well. Oh, at least that was used, but they didn't really get much from it.
However, converging over mid. They do have vision of this. X looking for the stun, going after the Ursa. The first hit bash, but he's got the X. He's okay for now. Zai, Missile Blade being used onto the Venomancer. He'll use that ult, throw a Venomous Scale, but that doesn't land. So,
Good charge also.
BKB no longer available for the Ursa. I think that's okay for Secret.
Yeah, he was he was full health there. I don't know why he was so itchy. Call it itchy, the Ursa. Instant BKB,
Well,
and then he felt very obliged to run in.
Maybe not seeing the X. Thought BKB, I turn, I kill him.
Possibly, but there was a Baron right next to him. Gotta lay off that finger for a little bit. No need to panic, you're very tanky, you got an IO in your team, you have a cheese. You can't get permanently stunned.
Invisibility.
Ages.
Io moves. They're
1
starting
minute
to take
left.
over the triangle. Since you said it, taking over the triangle and a big part of Secret side of the map.
590 movement speed on IO, by the way, with no boots. Sounds good. Well, 530 right now, because the
That's
Venom slow, of
ridiculous.
course, but this is kind of ridiculous that you can break the movement speed cap with no boots.
Step lively now.
Slow
Your admiral is on board.
quotation.
Yeah.
And at 530.
It's when the Nitro
Really
runs
just
out of it.
ridiculous.
And you got the throttled a little bit.
Overran.
Yeah.
Go for the mid-tier 2, and
Lively now. Your
not sure there's
admiral is
much
on
Secret
board.
can do to hold this tier 2 tower. They might have to be willing to give
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
it up. Tough if they want to initiate on this.
Feels like as though Secret, all they can
Just
do
don't.
is just watch them take the tower. I occasionally coming in,
might
Radiant
be waiting for the Aegis
structures are
time.
fortified.
which is now.
Right now, they're going to make the jump on the timing, but they don't go after the IO, they go after the Ursa. They've got the silence.
BKB popping out.
Story. That's coming through on Emo, who popped the BKB. Ali coming in with borrow time. By Yapstor, and they do that on one side. Just taking so much damage. He ends up dead dominating here for Flyfly. They'll go after Nisha as well as Yapstor. They're going to try and cut off this Kunk in the pass. Good shard the block map for a second. IO through, and Nisha's in trouble. Losing field right for the IO, but he's nowhere near dead. He'll need that juice. He'll stay alive. Puppy gone, and Nisha will sooner follow. They're right on top of these heroes. Going to split up. Fight the Apple. Test the TP back to the main. He buys back. Well, this is an Ursa in
Radiant's
pretty
middle
far.
tower
Next to
is under
the
attack.
after they look over at Puppy, who just fought back. He's picked up by Kaka. They're still looking over at Nisha, who got back to base. The damage onto JT. They get the cover of the Windrunner, and they'll take him out. It's just one hit on IG, though. They'll look over at
Radiant's
Emo,
top
who's still
tower is
postured
under
quite
attack.
forward and will tether away from the base.
Not
IG
so safe harbor,
still
eh?
making
Who
Secret
underheld
suffer with no answers.
Yeah. At least they got JT. It cost them a buyback. But, you know, at least they got out, like, unscathed, I would say. Mostly. It could have gone a lot worse for them. And JT getting a little bit overexcited. Diving into T4 towers. Very
For a stun. Matu?
be popped again.
Okay, BKB to try and jump forward and throw a stun. He doesn't cross the river, and now Puppy's dead. He bought back. He's gone for 70.
Luckily, Roshan nowhere near respawn yet. Zayn got here as well.
Oh, Zai.
Good torrent. And this HP region on Earth
He's
is
just
just
gaining
cool.
Yeah.
Redicate top. Yes, Blink Dagger up in one.
Oh, they're looking for Matumbanid. Experience the Abyssal.
Oh, and Abyssal was cooldown.
Abyssal was on cooldown. Oh. He was close
What is
enough.
the
That
end
would have
kill?
been.
Was all planned by
Photo
Puppy. He
finish there.
knew that they were gonna relocate top and he would get out because of it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Really, really close, and they go back to the tier 2 tower. I mean, we saw the idea that Secret wanted to go once
Radiant's
Aegis
middle
expired,
tower has
but
fallen.
they're just only
Wait, you
9K. Like you said, that number is not right. It feels like maybe closer to 15, 20.
Sorry, B-Cup. I need a moment of silence for Secret here. Game is officially over. IO reached level 25. Whew.
Press F to pay your respects.
Yeah. So, what are you looking forward to in game 2 then?
one's not over, you know? It's not over until the throne falls. I always keep my hopes up, whether it's 0% on Dota Plus or not, which it's 7%. My percentages are still not hitting. So they got 7% chance. Lucky number 7. If it happens, you can find themselves solid, but there's the shadow landing on the wall. He's being popped here by the Windrunner. Got the snowball, but it's not going to be enough to save this Alchemist. He's on the run. There's a far though, so he walks away. They'll use that over. They've got the figure to get the kill as I go over Yapster, who's hit by those shackles, connected to the tree, and connected with Zai in death. Both those heroes die, and IG come out again on top.
FB Cup. Alchemist gets out on 100 health, but guess what? If you're only damage dealer,